Morning of April 20th, 2025, and the Rio Arriba Sheriff's Office is about to receive a call that will reshape the department moving forward. Sheriff Billy Merrifield has just been found dead inside of his patrol vehicle.
He's in his unit and he's unresponsive. I think he's dead.
And you're saying it's the sheriff?
Yeah, Billy Merrifield, he's my friend.
Okay, and he's unresponsive?
Yeah, I honestly think he's dead.
So that's your friend? He must not be on duty right now.
Okay, and he's in his police car, you said?
Yes, he's in his police car right now.
So
Can you
is
send
he?
somebody here ASAP?
Okay, we're getting someone out there, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Praying to God that he's okay, but he did not answer me. I called and called. I've been calling all morning.
Rio Arriba Sheriff's deputies are first to arrive. They attempt life-saving measures, but ultimately they fail. Bodycam footage then captures the moment state police take over the case due to, of course, the conflict of interest. They're spotted here placing a canopy over Sheriff Merrifield's body.
He must be gone if they doing that. That's the first thing they do.
We're trying to tie these.
Or is that to get him out the sun?
While that team focuses on securing the scene, another unit turns its attention to the 911 caller, Randy Sandoval. He describes himself as a friend. Family, however, contest that, as you'll find out shortly. Officers begin by asking a series of initial questions, working to establish a clear timeline of what exactly unfolded.
So, you don't have to go in full details, but you're the one that found him, correct?
Him?
Yes.
Yes.
And what made you come over here?
Because last night at 3, when she called me crying, that Billy, whatever, was like, I don't feel drunk or whatever, and they were, she said he was going to take her home. So she told me they were by the side of the
So,
road.
what time did you come this morning?
I left my house at 3, so I was here around 4 o'clock.
So you were here from 4?
What was that?
You were here from 4?
I got here at 4.
4 a.m.?
Yes.
And where do you live at?
In Cordova. You know where Cordova is?
Yes.
I live in Cordova.
Okay.
And they called me, so she said they were by the road. I guess she
So,
said,
when you saw Billy at, did you see Billy at 4?
yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, just stand tight. Other people come talk to me in a second, right? So she was here last night?
Yeah, she's the one that we're trying to get in contact with. That was
Yeah. Bueno, pues, so,
And anyone sure that she actually left here? She's not actually inside the house?
I te hablo.
No, he's talking to her now. She didn't want to come back over here.
Well, I
She's
don't-
not here.
No,
She's not in the house.
no.
Okay. And what's the address?
I don't know, Buena
It's
Vista.
on Buena Vista Street behind the...
And it's the last house was it's a dead end. I remember that.
Randy Sandoval's full police interview hasn't been released publicly. However, according to investigative reports, his account begins at around 3 a.m. on the day in question. He says he received a call from a woman by the name of Cynthia Gonzalez, a Mexican native who had been in the United States for a few months on a work visa helping out a local family. She was described as Sheriff Merrifield's romantic interest. Randy told investigators that a couple of weeks earlier, on the 12th, the three crossed paths for the first time at the OK Hotel Casino, and after hitting it off, Sheriff Merrifield and Cynthia kept in touch. During the 3 a.m. call, Cynthia had told Randy that she needed some help as Sheriff Merrifield had just crashed his patrol vehicle after the two had spent the night drinking and being intimate. She claimed he didn't appear intoxicated when they left and assumed it would be okay for him to drive, but as you now know, he wasn't. When Randy arrived at the scene, he instructed Cynthia to drive the patrol unit back to Sheriff Merrifield's home, as by that point he was in no condition to drive himself. So she pushed the driver's seat all the way back, climbed onto his lap, and carefully made the short drive. When they reached his house, they reportedly left him semi-unconscious inside the vehicle after he assured them he would be okay. That, according to their statements, was enough for them, especially since the pair admitted they were afraid of his dog and didn't want to bring him inside. Investigators later asked Cynthia why she called Randy instead of 911, to which she responded she was afraid that Sheriff Merrifield would lose his job given the circumstances. She wanted
So this is his house. It must be his house because this is like a sheriff trailer. I highly doubt they brought that with them out there. So this got to be his house up there.
Did it swept under the rug.
So,
Later that
so
morning,
yeah, they left the casino, went to his house, or she made it to his house, and he was already passed out type shit.
around 10 a.m., Randy would attempt to call Sheriff Merrifield on 26 occasions, but he didn't answer. Alarmed, he returned to the scene then, and that's when he placed the 911 call after finding him unresponsive in his patrol vehicle. According to police, Cynthia's full account aligned with Randy's in most major details. Following a comprehensive investigation, the official cause of death was determined to be acute combined toxicity of fentanyl and alcohol. However, exactly how Sheriff Merrifield ingested the fentanyl is unclear. Both Randy and Cynthia were investigated as potential suspects, but after forensic examinations of their phones, they were ruled out. Those close to Sheriff Merrifield aren't buying the official narrative though. After all, they say he wasn't known for taking drugs, and they told investigators that he and Randy weren't as close as he was making out.
Is that right?
One of the officers working on this case?
Yes, ma'am.
I know at some point my mom would like to come in and speak with you guys about what's going on, because a lot of stuff just doesn't, it don't make sense.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll go back. And when would be a good time? She really wants to sit down and hear from you guys, not the news and everybody changing stories, because this guy that was there has 5 different stories on the street now. He's told 5 different people 5 different stories. And my brother don't hang with him like that, because he is trouble.
Which guy?
What's his name, Randy?
Yeah.
Randy.
Okay.
So, and a lot of that happened is just too suspicious, and my mom has questions. Because my mom's also curious, if this is what happened, why is no charges being brought about them for supposedly getting on his lap to drive this car home and then leaving him in that vehicle? That's why she's like, well, what happens to them? Like, isn't there something that, isn't that wrong too?
Like charges for what though?
That's what she says, for leaving him and for driving his car with him unconscious after a wreck.
That's weird. We haven't been able to prove if he was unconscious at the time of the wreck. There was no reason for him to be unconscious due to the crash. The crash was so minor.
So minor, but he did have, I dressed him some gouges underneath here that's not a seatbelt, but I don't know what those came from.
You what?
I had to dress my brother before the funeral. And some of the marks on his body had me going, well, what if, like, that's not a seatbelt, where did that come from? And it just has us just a little bit. Plus, my brother did get death threats a couple months ago.
And from who?
I don't know, according to my mom, the FBI was looking into it.
Okay.
Because it was a death threat against him and the family after some of these fentanyl and cartel busts.
So if you can, get your mom, have her gather that information, that'd be super helpful for us.
Because that's why she's thinking it's just a little too suspicious how everything went down.
So this nigga working with the cartel.
My brother personally told my mother that the FBI was looking into some death threats because he kept her cameras on at all times since that.
And how long ago were those threats? Do you know anything about the threats?
I'd have to ask her, but if you give me a card, I can get that information and give you, send it to you.
Yeah, what do we have here?
My mom would like to know, one is where the investigation's at.
Okay.
Because some of the stuff like this last thing and them saying that he had a Sprite drink mix, I can guarantee you my brother didn't do mixed drinks because he teased him for it. He said, if you're gonna drink tequila or something, you take it like a man. He even does this weird, you're supposed to breathe in and really get the burn. That was Billy. He never would have. And there's 2 shot glasses in that sink. We've never moved them, but she got executorship now.
She does?
Yes, and we are about to pack up that house.
Okay.
She don't really want to touch those glasses. She thinks that might be how he was dosed.
So we have already talked with our command staff and they've made the decision that we're not gonna touch anything else in this house any further. So you guys can do what you guys need to do with the house, okay? As far as the investigation, it's not closed by any means. It's still an ongoing. We're actually interviewing multiple people and following multiple, avenues that people or that have come across our desk.
I am Billy Merrifield's ex.
Okay.
We were together for a lot of years. He lived here before he lived, before we split. He raised my kids. These were his kids. He raised them since they were 1 and 2. They're 26 and 24.
Okay.
this stuff that I'm hearing, Agent, is not adding up. It is not adding up at all.
Damn, so he met the bitch at the casino and she set this nigga up. Cause he over here fooling around with the cartel or something.
I think either Billy was poisoned, something happened, because I can tell you, Randy that was at the scene, that was there, he's not a good guy, and him and Billy didn't get along for a long, long time. And I've heard these stories and all these little stories that I've been hearing.
And why did Randy just happen to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get the phone call from her? And if he friends with the police officer, how did she know to call him? And like, how did they get contact? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's sketchy.
About Randy really hanging out and partying with Billy and some little Mexican girl that didn't even know English. But I need to sit with you and I need to tell you what I know. And I have names, and I have names that you need to talk to.
Okay. Well,
Because this Billy did not speak Spanish.
okay.
And this girl showed up out of nowhere. So the other thing is that as soon as we found out Sunday morning, me and my children went up there, and we were there on scene, but his wife was there, and my daughter reminded me of this because I was just a basket case. I didn't remember, but I can go in with my daughter and with my son. But her story kept changing. Her story kept changing about.
Did you talk to her?
We talked to Randy's wife, Joylyn.
Okay.
And because she was there and she was telling us the story, and she was like, oh, he called me and he's like, he's dead. I think he's dead. She was but there's a part of her story that's changing, that changed. And my daughter and my son remember it exactly.
It shouldn't be a surprise that Sheriff Merrifield's family aren't buying the official narrative, because why would you, after no fentanyl or paraphernalia were found in his vehicle? Again, he wasn't known for taking drugs, and in 2019, believe it or not, he lost his only child under similar circumstances.
It's a bluebird day, the sun shining bright. But for Captain Billy Merrifield, clouds blocking that sunshine while visiting his daughter's grave, thinking, how did he get here?
There's some days you just kind of wish it never happened.
He lost his daughter too soon to the drug epidemic that is now plaguing New Mexico.
None of us will ever know what she would have done or what her career was going to be. So Brandy Monique Merrifield was her full name.
A gorgeous young woman with a perfect smile and kind eyes, who loved cosmetology and writing poetry.
I think she started off with the pills, from my understanding.
Her addiction so bad, she did.
Hit the Cash App, bro. TYP Cam, man. If you trying to, bro, I appreciate it.
Whatever she needed to do to fuel it.
She basically would knock on these doors at the residents, see if anyone's home. If they weren't home, she gives the signal for this guy to burglarize these houses.
Merrifield tried to help his daughter.
If you need fuel in your car, I'll go meet you at the gas station. If you need food, I'll buy you food. I'm not giving you money because I knew where it was going.
Eventually having to do something he never thought he could do.
That's real, bro. That's real. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather get you something, buy you something. I know what it's being used for than to just give you the money. You know what I'm saying? You hungry? You know what I'm saying? Can I get some money to go eat? All right, let's go out to eat. Oh, now you don't want to go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Can I get some money for some shoes? Let's go to the store. I'll buy you some shoes. It ain't gonna be what you want. It's gonna be what you need. You know what I'm saying? But whole time you just want the money so you can do something else with it. You know.
Myself as a father put handcuffs on her, and kept her in jail for about 4 months. I honestly knew in my heart, though, if I didn't do this, who's to say that it wouldn't happen sooner?
He even tried to get her into programs. Then, one day, the phone rang. His heart sank. He knew.
I get a call one morning from state police I'm getting ready to go on duty myself. Gotta kind of prepare myself for this, to be honest with you. That's just the reality of it.
Addiction got the best of Brandy at 22 years old.
We're not supposed to bury our children. They're supposed to bury us.
As so many
Facts.
parents like Merrifield do, they try to cope through activism. Back at her grave, he stares at a photo of his beloved Brandy, knowing her death has to have a purpose.
It's kind of helped me help others.
He wants to save other families from the darkness of addiction. He especially hopes to reach New Mexico youth.
I'm able to relate to some of the family and talk to them. Because it's hard for people to understand you or want to even listen to, especially wearing a uniform.
But though he may wear a badge and a uniform, underneath, he's a dad grieving, hoping his story, his daughter's short life, can save someone else.
I must emphasize that the sheriff's office doesn't believe Randy or Cynthia had anything to do with Sheriff Merrifield's death. Again, after investigating the pair thoroughly, they were let go without charge. The only information that is slightly suspicious and points to something being off is the fact that the pair had contacted each other on 17 occasions around the time of his death. How long those calls lasted and what conversations were had is unclear. And remember, just because those calls were made, that doesn't mean they were nefarious in nature. Just something to point out.
So that's the end of the video. So, bro, nah, the cartel bitch drugged this nigga, bro. That nigga fell for the bait of the pussy. You know what I'm saying? He over here fucking around with the cartel. So these niggas was never charged. So he just drugged himself, right? He just drugged himself, took fentanyl with the shorty. She drove the car, wrecked it, left his body there. She didn't even stay at the scene. Didn't call the police, but called him. Nah, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, bro. This is the government. This is the government involved, bro. They working with the cartel, bro. They working with the cartel. They working with the cartel. The sheriff's office has got some serious issues. That last sheriff was sentenced to 3 years of prison for obstruction. And then it's like, bro, the police, I be seeing so many of these body cam videos. I just seen some shit the other day. Did we react to that? Nah, that was DJ. I was watching DJ Ghost react to that shit. It was a dude, right? So dude was in jail, right? He owned a house, or he lived in this house or whatever, right? And his mama has seen somebody at his house while he was locked up in jail, coming in and out of it, doing all type of shit, right? The police get there, and the man tell the police, "Oh, I'm just working on the house. You could come inside. You can see I'm working on drywall and this, that, and the third. My name is Rick's Drywall," or some shit like that. And tell me why the mom is sitting there telling the police, bro, "Oh yeah, my son is in jail. The fence is broke. We already got somebody working on this property, and that's not him." And the police just ignore what the fuck she's saying and believe the dude that's telling them. You know what I'm saying? That he's working on the property himself. He got dropped off by his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? That morning. And the police believe his story over the fucking mom's, bro. And then come to find out, they keep questioning him about his name and stuff, and they try to run his name. His name come back to nobody, so they try to arrest him and put him in handcuffs, right? Man, tell me why they told him to get up against the wall. He acted like he was gonna do it, then took off running inside the house yelling, "I got a gun." The police end up shooting and killing him, bro. He said, "Shoot me 3 times," and the police shot him 3 times, and the nigga died. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but the police didn't believe the mama until his name didn't come back. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time they was sitting there believing him. That shit crazy, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, bro, this some cartel business. This some cartel business shit, bro. The government over here sneaking drugs in. Why you think he got that sheriff trailer parked at his own house? You know what I'm saying? Man, he went up in that casino, bro. That bitch You know what I'm saying? Seen his ass. And play game on him. You know what I'm saying? Play game on him. She didn't even speak English apparently. Play game on him. Got up in his car. This is a sheriff. He vulnerable. Hella vulnerable. Out in the casino just loafing. Getting caught up. Looking for some pussy. Fell for it. And he's married. He's married, by the way. Ain't he? Or was he married? Or I know that he got kids with that woman or whatever. He got a kid. And then all of a sudden, like I said, the woman didn't even stay at the scene, didn't call the police, but called Randall. How does she know to call him if that's his friend? And apparently, they not even good friends like that. This dude always up to no good. That shit sketchy, dog. I'm telling y'all, bro, this cartel business right here, bro. The real crime here is the entire sheriff's department. This is worse than the cop who was folded like a wheelchair in the washroom. Worked with a guy about 45 years. Seemed like he had his life together. Great guy, good job, loving family. I really looked up to him. One day he was found dead from a heroin overdose. He had a long-term addiction that no one knew about. It really opened my eyes to hidden demons. I still miss him. I mean, I believe that the cop, he probably, he in some shit. He messing with the cartel. I was an opioid addict for 15 years. I saw people from doctors, lawyers, politicians, cops, addicted. Anyone could fall. They should do random drug tests on police deputies. It should be monthly. That friend seemed like his dealer. Wonder how many people's arrested for doing the same thing. Man, I'm telling y'all, bro, this got something to do with the cartel, bro. They moving some drugs. He done slipped up. Didn't do something they wanted or something. And they killed that nigga, man. She drugged him. You know what I'm saying? And all type of shit. But man, y'all let me know what y'all think. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap that dog shit about yourself. Because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone.